Now we should be good. Now we should be fine and dandy. I just need to quickly set up some things. So, you guys can get some musics in there. Get you guys some musics. Let's see. We have... That's not what I want. That's what I want. I very distinctively did not choose the right thing there. Okay. Now, if I go to this, it should automatically allow me to select it. And now we have game audio. Sorry, TLT. Better luck next time. Whoop! Hi, Sprite. Did the game fucking crashed? Did the game fucking... Jesus Christ. Did the game fucking crash as soon as I, like, rebooted OBS? Oh, no, there it is. Hold on. Set it up properly so it doesn't freeze. Okay. Commercial break in progress. Let's go. Trust me, if I could turn it off, I would. I'm gonna up that to unlimited. This game already sucks. Who the f made this game? It's coded like ass! This game is coded like actual ass. I wish I was kidding. Why is sound quality on low? That shouldn't affect my PC that much. Hi, do. Also, you guys need to remind me to add you on Steam as moderators, so you guys can also moderate the chat over there. I need you for free ride, just because I did not understand that I apparently am gonna have to do that long press. Why? Why would I have to long press that? This is a great start. This is fantastic. Penguin. Yes, penguin. We getting Sonic. We are not getting Sonic. Interact, dash, jump. Oh, okay. Oh, that runs like shit. Oh, that runs like shit. Okay, hold on. If there's an anomaly, yes, pen. There's an anomaly, no pen. If door opens with 8 and no pen. Okay. Steam, oh fuck. Yeah, oh fuck. I mean, this should be easy to remember. Like, there's not much here. There's 4 frames. There's a plushie, you know. Got some books, coffee mug, that. Got some more frames. Very distinctively, there is no pen. Okay, something doesn't feel right. Already, something does not feel right, and I don't know why. 801. I hope that that's actually, like, what that was meant to be, number-wise. Peas. It's a box camera. Let's go. Okay, I should have trusted my gut. What was wrong? I'm very confused. What was wrong with the last one? Also, we might try to go back and finally beat 50 floors, because I'm still kind of pissed off about that game. Like, was that always blank? I think that was always blank. Or is the motion blur... No, it is ridiculously obvious. Like, to the point where I'm now turning off motion blur, just because I know that's going to give people a headache. Oh, that's so much better! I mean, hold on. What would I do, like, 20? Yeah, 20 is good. I like 20. 20 is not too bad. Green, blue, red, blue. 801? Yeah, that was honestly starting to bug me too. but I wasn't gonna say anything until someone probably mentioned it, because I was like, it can't be that much for What do you mean there was an anomaly? Okay, whatever. Okay, red book on the floor, green stack, blue, white. White? Alright. Blur. I use motion blur because yes. Some people genuinely get a headache from it, and I understand. I get it. Sometimes motion blur sucks. Alright. I don't think there was a third one. Well, okay, though, that's definitely not right. Okay, if the second table wasn't enough, yeah, that yeah, penguin. Once again, why is there a second... Why is there a second, table here? Why is the door open? What the fuck? They're just jamming out in there. Look at them go. It's a little bit of a rave. We got some animals in the house. Yes, penguin. Am I looking specifically for penguins? Join them? I couldn't go in, unfortunately. It wouldn't let me. I was gatekept. I was gatekept from enjoying time with my brethren, my people, so to speak. I mean, everything looks normal. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I've got the big brain. I've got big brain. Doctor said I have big brain syndrome. And said I have 5 years to live. Okay, then. What the fuck? Why? How tall you've gotten? What is this game? It's a bootleg Exit 8. That was so fucking weird. Had I not turned around and saw that, I would have clicked no, because everything else was the same. That was so fucking weird. Alright, we got some books, got a cup, we got some vases. I wonder if the time on the clock's gonna change eventually. Looks like no changes. Am I a fucking penguin? Guys, I'm a fucking penguin now. Look, I can waddle. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Another ad? What the fuck, Twitch? I know you might hate Brave, but it has a really good ad blocker, which is the only reason I use it. Plop, 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 plop. Plop, 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 plop. Alright, we're on 8. We're on number 8. We got it. I mean, everything so far looks the same. Hey, bud. How you doing? How you doing, Al? Is it a fucking beak? Yeah, that's a balloon. Excuse me? There was a balloon there the whole time? I have uBlock. You don't need uBlock. Just use Brave's default, like, ad blocker. It literally will block everything. It will consistently work on YouTube. The only place it doesn't work, as far as I can tell, is Twitch. Was there a light there? Were there always lights by those? Were not. There were not lights by those doors. You can't use it for Twitch. It doesn't work for Twitch. I'm losing my mind. I didn't. What? That's weird. So why is there just a second table here now? I don't recall there being a second table, but like whatever. But yeah, no, I refuse to use uBlock personally. I don't like having to constantly update my shit. And so, like, while I hate Chromium... Ah! 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 Please! What the fuck is this? What? Ah! Chat! Ah! Chat! Ah! The penguins! They're trying to kill me! Ah! Let me out! 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 Stop it! No! Please! Please! I want to leave! Oh my god. No, please! Let me free! Oh my god! Why were there so many? That was horrifying! In like the cutest way possible. What do you mean? What the fuck did I miss? What the fuck did I miss? I was not expecting that to randomly fucking occur. That threw me for such a goddamn loop. Yeah, those are real eyeballs. I don't... Brave's marketing, extremely sus. It's not great. I'm not saying that the product is great. I'm saying it's a usable fucking product. Trust me, I do not like Brave whatsoever. I only use it because it has a good ad blocker, and it's able to block a lot of viruses from even occurring. Like, that's literally all I care about it for. Also, it has Tor built in, which, I mean, back when I used to surf the dark web, it was kind of neat to have for safety precautions. So there was that too. Yeah, everything looks fine. No pen. I'm so fucking scared that I'm gonna fucking have that happen again. Like, I almost don't want to walk any further, because I think I'm gonna get fucking attacked by an army of penguins. What the fuck? Why can't I interact with that? Why can't I interact with that? What the fuck is that thing? You have the Tor browser? I did at one point. Oh, it follows me. Fuck that. No, thank you. Look, long story short, I already hate that I have to use 2 different browsers just for audio stuff. I'm not about to tack on, like, 15,000 fucking more. It's so goddamn taxing on my computer. Like, until there's another one that comes out, like, that's not Chromium-based, but it has the same features as Brave's, like, ad and, like, tracker blocker and whatnot, then I'm probably not gonna switch. I would like to. I'm not a fan of it. I hate it. I hate it a ton. but God, is it effective? Oh God, is it so fucking effective? I don't think there's anything here. Yeah. I was right. Let's go. Ball, plushie, books. I mean, that's all the that's the same. All looks the same. I mean, same 3 in the corner. I really would like a browser that is more Firefox based, but then would presumably allow. Well, I shouldn't say more Firefox based because Firefox itself also, I think, is Chromium based, is it not? I just want something that's not Chromium and has like the blocking features. Like that is ideally what my browser would have. Also, maybe native audio split support, because, dear God, audio mixing in OBS fucking sucks! I don't know what I missed. I don't know what I missed. Firefox is his own base. Well, then, if Firefox can just add its blocking shit, then I would just... Well, I still can't just use that, because I still need another browser to do all of the audio stuff on... Literally, maybe that, or maybe I just need to fucking get another thing that plays YouTube links, or just need to download my playlist and then keep downloading songs and run it off of my computer, but, like, also, that still kind of sucks. This is why I wanted to get the dual PC set up at some point for streams, because it genuinely would help me a ton. Okay, what the fuck did I miss? Flying penguin. Birds flying after 100 days. First penguin. I don't need... I'm not worried about updating uBlock. That's not my problem. I'm more annoyed because it's not going to always consistently work, and I don't want to have 15 million different add-ons for features that should be default into most modern browsers nowadays. Like, the thing is, if the literal FBI and, like, other government agencies around the world are being like, hey, if you're using the internet, you should use an ad blocker, then browsers should have a built-in ad blocker. And the only reason that they don't is primarily because of Google. Because Google Chrome is the primary used one, and you know damn well they're not going to add an ad blocker into their thing. It's not going to happen. Hydrate, I will do that in a sec. It's one of those things that it's generally just kind of annoying to have to deal with constantly. Was this lamp on? Was that lamp on? I've never had a spot that uBlock doesn't work. I've had numerous spots in which it doesn't work. It does it constantly on YouTube when they keep updating their backend. Yeah, no, it was on. Also, it's because Twitch uses embedded ones, which is why when I told you guys to stop buying subs here and let me just direct you guys to Patreon so you guys don't give Twitch any more money, I gave you guys, like, a list of ones that I know for a fact work. Or at least ones that I tested at the time. Because I don't want to keep supporting Twitch, but unfortunately I can't just up and leave Twitch. Like, this is one of those platforms where it's like, yeah, Amazon fucking sucks, but also if I up and leave, then I'm doing nothing but harming myself. Like, with Twitter, leaving that, yeah, that doesn't really harm me, because who the hell paid attention to me on Twitter? Nobody. I mean, like, you could say what you want about, like, the follower count that was on there, but I didn't really get much interaction, and I'm gonna be honest, I also didn't like being there anyway, so it just gave me an excuse to finally bite the bullet and leave. which is why Blue Sky is great, but also Blue Sky has its own problem where it's an echo chamber, and I don't really like that. Like, don't get me wrong. It's good that people are a lot nicer there, a lot more moderated themselves. They have more common sense in terms of, like... I hate that. In terms of how people are treated. You know, it's a good thing, but it's just... It does come with its fair... Why is the floor icy? Why do villains have the best quotes? Because villains often than not have some fairly sound advice. I need to be, like, thoroughly truthful with you guys. You want to know why people like villains so much? Especially when it comes to being like, you're supposed to cheer for the hero. It's because more often than not, the villain is often justified by many means, including societal issues. That's really what it boils down to. So if you see people actively simping over, like, a villain, it's that. I don't... Majito is here. Hello! Except I don't need your prestations, mortal. And I just need you dead. Again, they've gone through a lot of shit. Either which way, a good villain is a good villain. And I'm glad that we have good villains in writing. We need more good villains in writing, because some people genuinely don't know how to write a fucking villain, and it bothers me, just ever so slightly. And yeah, all the names are the same, so we're good. Yeah, you missed an entire fucking penguin army. They were assaulting me. I almost pressed charges. I'm gonna be real with you. It was very, very not so nice. Not so nice. I'm gonna say no penguin. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Wait, hold on. It's saying 8, and then, well, we shouldn't be, we were just on 8, so, like, this is automatically an anomaly. Is that it? Is that it? Hold on. Can I get out? We're at 8. The door opens with 8 and no pen. Alright, we guys gotta be thoroughly careful here. I don't think we're gonna get another... Howdy. How you doing? Oh yeah, I should probably talk about this. I was supposed to be doing stand-up yesterday. For those of you who do know, yeah, we're fine. What the fuck? Okay. The... Ow! Anyways, I was supposed to be doing stand-up yesterday, and they canceled because the guy that was supposed to be hosting everyone's open mic was 45 minutes late. What the hell? What the fuck? Luna. Hey, dude, what are you doing in my video game? Okay, I'm not gonna go for the other thing. I'm not getting the other achievement, which is getting all the anomalies. I don't feel like it's worth it. So we're just gonna go to the 50. I'm finally gonna beat the 50 floor one. We're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna do it. I'm feeling good about it. Can one of the mods update the game to 50 floors? The Paranormal Investigators prologue? That would be very appreciated, by the way. Speaking of which, someone go at Spartan. It's food review time. Somebody at Spartan. I need Spartan in this 45 minutes. No, he was just late. So the owner told literally everybody to get the fuck out, which was great, by the way. They had their entire, they had an entire closed down thing, because it's also a bar. Which, by the way, I might go frequent that place, because everyone there was fucking awesome. But literally what ended up happening was we were doing shit, right? And, they have a song that literally says, "Get the fuck out." Like, there's a whole thing to it. It's great. I love it. I loved it so much. Everyone there was a vibe. It was so fun. It was so fun. Yeah, I need to see Spartan in this. I need to see him speak. Also, I had a kid convince me to buy a $10 candy bar. And I may or may not have done it, because I felt bad. Wait, hold on. Why is there no image attached to that? No, it's the right thing. What the fuck? Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I need to see Spartan actually, like, alive in the chat. Otherwise, we're not doing the food review. Because Spartan never pays attention when I do food reviews that he requests, and it's starting to get aggravated by that. You want me to try the foods, and then you're like, "Oh wait, did you do this yet?" Yeah. Come on, Spartan. Where are you? This is me calling you out in the middle of like a WWE ring, holding the mic, yelling at it. Seriously. Uh-oh. Why is my webcam not working? Uh-oh. Telling what I'll do. Uh-oh. Guys, webcam. Alright, give me a sec. Become something new, how am I turning into you? Through this delusion. I need to take my meds today too. I just realized I haven't done that yet. Why ain't he here? I actually don't know. In comes due with the Southern Cross on Crix. I can't genuinely imagine you wrestling, but at the same time, the thought of it does kind of scare me a little bit. Like, unironically, the concept of you potentially wrestling, or like doing a wrestling move, is a terrifying thought. In ways that I never imagined would be. Okay, am I gonna have to add, I'm gonna wing into the Discord and adding Spartan myself. Oh, never mind. You guys added him 3 times. You know, should I do it just for the chaos? How would it be scary? I don't know. I just feel like that's scary. I summon Spartan VTuber in attack mode. Do it, Chris. That's Spartan. Food. I'm actually just about to do it without like Spartan being here. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. We need to. You did wrestling in high school? Jesus Christ. You know, I like to think about it sometimes, but in like an alternate reality, I was a teacher. In an alternate reality, I was a wrestler. In an alternate reality, I was dead. In an alternate reality, I was homeless. And in an alternate reality, I was an accountant. There's like so many different paths that like at any point I have diverged from that like in a multiverse standard, if the concept of multiverse is correct, where if you make a decision and the opposite decision isn't chosen, then that becomes its own multiverse. Do you understand the amount of different variations of me that fucking exist based on that prompt alone? It is a terrifying dilemma. Alright, we're starting the food review. Oh well, Spartan's not here. I'm not waiting. So, Spartan recommended that I try Starburst Sparkling Ices, and we only found 2. We found the strawberry and I believe the cherry one. I found a third. I didn't get the 4th, but I found a 3rd. And so this time, I'm gonna hate myself because we're trying lemon. Nice, crisp lemon. Starburst, 0 sugar. With vitamins and antioxidants. Oh boy. Lemon. It is still fairly cold. It's a bit condensating, but you know. Gotta crack that baby open. Let's give it a try. Also, this was the $10 candy bar. I literally did it just because it was for a kid that was trying to raise money for his, I think he was in his teens. I really don't know. He sounded really young, but he was doing football. I was like, hey, it's for the equipment and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, you have to, and I made him making me a promise. So I was like, don't you let anyone stop you from actively like going and doing this or doing what you want to do or going pro, whatever it is. And like we ended up ending the interaction with a big old fucking fist bump. It was honestly really fucking wholesome. All right, let's give this a sniff test. That smells exactly like a lemon Starburst. I'm starting to get really fucking scared with how accurate these have been to like the smell of the flavors. Like even the TGI Friday potato skins, which I've still been eating by the way, I do still recommend these. The smell and the taste on those are pretty damn on point. So that is so accurate. I hate that. Bone apple teeth. Or Daiboja. Or Kanpai. Or Cheers. That just tastes like a lemon Starburst, but in liquid form, and I'm not sure that that's a good thing. Like the actual taste. If you love lemon Starburst, pick this up and you can find it. It is so perfectly on point. But I'm not sure like I want it to be on point. Like a lemon Starburst isn't lemon. It's not lemonade. It's its own kind of thing. Like, is this something I needed in my life? No? I'm gonna be honest, it's not something I need in my life. It's not bad. But it's like, why? I mean, to be fair, any branded thing that's like, ooh, this is this flavored, but in this form. Like, ooh, here's a Hershey's chocolate potato chip. Why would I need this? I don't. That's how this feels. Like, this is very clearly, like, an item where it's like, sure, it's good, I guess. But that doesn't mean, like, it's good. Like, this is a novelty item. You drink this once. Like, at least, like, the strawberry one did kind of have, like, a nice flavor to it. I did like that one. But the lemon one, it just feels like... It just feels like I got bombarded with, like, senses. And I'm not sure how I like it. I don't think I like it. I mean, if you're curious about it, try it out, I guess. But, like, I'm almost guaranteeing you're gonna agree with me, like, this is a one-time thing you'll drink, and then that's it. It's kind of disappointing. Like, it's accurate, it's on point, but it's disappointing. Oh, well. Thank you, Flowey's Face Off. Alright, we're gonna get this, guys. We're doing this. We're doing it. We're going live. We're doing it. We're gonna do, same difficulty we did last time, which was the middle one. It says easy, but it's really medium. Which I don't know why they mark it as easy. It's like, oh, you're a pussy if you don't choose not easy. I always hate the logic of that, where it's like, yeah, if you're not doing the hardest, then you're a pansy. That's not how that works. Lemon tastes like an OSHA violation to me. Yeah, lemon Starbursts are not lemon, and I don't know. Wait, can I just walk all the way back? I mean, I can. Is there any reason to? Do I get an achievement for it? No. Wait, hold on. Let's just do it anyways. Why not? I'm just curious to see what's actually like, written on this door. Is it like my name? Is it something else far beyond that? Ah, it is! It's Thomas Underwood. I guess we're playing as Thomas Underwood. Very fascinating indeed, to be honest. We finally have a protagonist name, guys. Which I didn't know like the 4 times I played this. Yeah, it's in 2004. January 11th. Where were you guys on January 11th, 2004? I personally was at home. Alright, if I remember correctly, the first one, it's been a bit, but I think I still remember the layout, so I'm not gonna spend my time on this first floor. We're just gonna go at it, we're just gonna bada bing, bada boom. Good year, when, the DS was released. Was it 04 for DS? I thought it was 05. No, I guess... Was it? Now I gotta look this up. Hold on. Now you've made me curious. I think Xmas time. Okay, it was both. That's why. It was released in North America and Japan in the holiday of of 2004, and then in Australia and Europe in the winter to springtime of 2005, which is why I remember 2005. My culture been the strange, I changed the game, so what's my motherfucking name? Not The Rock, because nobody should want to be the, okay, well that's immediately an anomaly. Nobody should want to be Dwayne Johnson. I'm gonna be quite frank with you. He's not that good of a person. I've also recently found out that apparently most wrestlers in the WWE, not really just because I want to talk about this, but it is just a fun little fact I found out, are apparently right-wing leaning, primarily, and have been for years. So it puts anyone in that fucking company into question immediately. With, like, human beliefs and, like, rights, that's an anomaly. And most of his movie stinks. He plays the same character in every movie he's ever been in. Like, the only character that's been different that I can remotely tell is Maui, and even then, that one's relatively problematic for its own set of reasons. Like, don't get me wrong, I grew up watching this man do a lot of stupid shit and random stuff and whatnot, but like, there is a level to where it's like, why would I want this in my life? Like, is there much of a point to doing this? I believe all the clocks were there, so like, I believe that's fine. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, to be honest. Ooh, pink pen. I guess the same could be said for John Cena, but at least John Cena's variety of character does allow him to act. The only other wrestler I can think of that was actually a good actor, if we're not thinking of the meme one, which is the guy who played Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which was, I'm forgetting his name. Why am I forgetting his name? Captain Lou Albano. Sorry, I had to think about that real quick. But Captain Lou was pretty funny. But John Cena, while he's everywhere, at least he can act. He has a good variety to him. I can't be too mad about it. And this is not me being biased, because, like, I've said that, I hate that. I've said this before. I grew up with John Cena as an idol of mine, and, like, he was a big inspiration, and, the more that I get older, the more I realize this guy might actually be an asshole. And I'm really, really kind of, like, worried about that, because if so, then that would mark the only other person that I have looked up to over the years that might not be an asshole, or the only 3 people who might not be an asshole would be Charles Martinet, Matthew Lillard, and Roger Craig Smith. Shaggy, Mario, and Sonic, respectively. And do you understand how terrifyingly depressing that is? Like, arguably how depressing that equates to. I'm hearing noises, and I'm not sure what the noises are. I don't know. I don't know. Long story short, it's one of those weird things. You a generator? Where the fuck do you see a generator? Okay, that's what it was. Should I enter the... No, I'm not gonna enter it. Office lights, but the office lights are a consistent sound. Like, there's always an office light sound. That's not the office light sound. Like, by all means, that is definitely not the office light sound. So far, so good. We're in floor 43. We haven't fucked up anything so far. I do want to know how bad not easy is. But at the same time, if I were to try that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate myself by the end of the day. Switching to my PC, phone's about to croak. Well, don't let it croak then. Just hop on over to the PC. Just gotta go do that. See you in a bit. Won't let me interact with the printer. Oh. Well, one, I gotta interact with the printer, but 2... Yeah. I guess I should start interacting with items while I'm at it. I'm starting to become a lot more aware. I've finally broken through the matrix. This is starting to become fairly easy. It probably isn't helping that's also giving me an anomaly in pretty much every fucking floor. But, you know, it's fine, I guess. If it throws out every anomaly at me all at once and then proceeds to give me a bunch of... and gives me a bit of a break, then I'm not going to complain too much. I feel like scale-wise... Let's go! I flushed the toilet! I feel like scale-wise, those toilets are way too small. This place looks... correct. I mean, nothing on the sides. The clocks are all there. I mean, we got the page over there. The cum water. You can't tell me that doesn't look like nut, because it does. The posters are all correct. I mean, the desks are all correct. I see no bones, no guns. Plants are all correct. Looks like we've got a winner. Yeah, see guys, I have the biggest, wrinkliest brain. It's like a sponge of knowledge. And the sponge sometimes needs to get wringed out. And then I lose useful facts that I memorized back in high school. Because, of course I do. I've kind of, Jesus fucking Christ. I've kind of come to realize and understand that regardless of what I do, I'm not going to be able to remember most of the things I learn, which is unfortunate. Because I really do value knowledge a ton. You know? I do. And I wish I was able to retain more information than I do. Although that's missing. Sponge spilled with Ramune. I mean, it'd be less acidic than most, you know, carbonated beverages. So I mean, I'll take it. Why not? Why not Ramune? Well, okay, though that's an immediate thing. It's giving me a lot of easy ones, and I don't know why. Maybe I've just become a lot more. What the? Guys, we might. Is this a fucking speed run? Is this an actual fucking speed run? Are we speed running this shit right now? So we should go back and time me, just to see if I can actually like get a win on this. We're using all 2 of our brain cells. Oh yeah, it's big brain time. Was there always a second? Hey chat, was there always a second water tank here? I don't think I recall seeing a second water tank. You think so? Maybe I'm going crazy. That's all correct. I mean, yeah, this is... Not sure. Well, that's not confident enough, but I'm going to presume that it was. I got lied to, Majito, this is your fault. Hold on, I'm gonna walk over there. Watch this. Oh, it was there. Wait, what was different? Never mind, Majito, it's not your fault. Wait. What was... Wait. What was different? But... God damn it! Twice in a row, too? Was it missing the plant? Were the plants gone? Well, now I kind of want to restart. Because I've automatically lost too much. I got too cocky. That's what it was. I got way too cocky for my own good. And it has resulted in my demise. My head became too big. Too much information, not enough space. Alright, this is probably gonna fail me. Yeah. Okay, so let's give this another look on the first one. Alright. couch. I mean, we got, you know, donuts, that, bunch of boxes. How did we get 3 wrong in a row? Like, that feels strange to me. Right? That feels strange. That we would fail that many back to back. Like, something about that doesn't feel right. Why did I just get a notification from Steam saying Fartmaster is playing Overwatch 2 and the profile pic is a fucking clown? Who the fuck is Fartmaster? Well, those are some interesting toilets. Also, who the fuck is Fartmaster? I still don't understand the whole thing around people finding clowns attractive. Like, I feel like that scares me more than it should. Not the clowns, just the fact that the people are actively attracted to clowns. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. I hadn't even begun to consider the fucking ventilation system might... Wait, those grates are there? So it was just that these were gone. Interesting. Yeah, I don't quite understand how people find clowns attractive. It's one of those things that it kind of confuses me. Kind of scares me, you know, it kind of... Those were not always slightly lifted. It's just, I don't know. Something about it. I guess they were. I got lucky. I don't know what else it could have been, but I guess we'll find out. Well, those guys are back. All right. Gotta keep on looking, guys. Gotta keep on searching for these anomalies. Honestly, this is a fairly messy office room. I don't know if I'd be willing to work here as much as the next person would be. Because this place is kind of a mess. Also, who just leaves open donut boxes at their desk and then leaves their desk? That feels like a sin somehow, and I don't know why. But it feels like a sin. Would you leave your donut unattended? I think not. It's like a drink at a bar. You just don't do it. I mean, even if you did leave your drink unattended at a bar, or didn't leave your drink unattended at a bar, you should always make sure you're constantly focused on it, or put a fucking cover on it. Like, all it takes is for someone to look away for a split second while you're not paying attention, and then suddenly you get roofied. Like, definitely you gotta pay attention to that kind of thing. That's an office full of people. Yeah, it can get stale. It's a very not so good thing about donuts. Nobody likes a stale donut. And if you do like stale donuts, something is actively wrong with you.
some of the chairs were different, yeah. That's normal.
That's some... I'm hearing sounds. I'm hearing, like, tapping sounds, and I'm not... What are the odds of getting the full office and that back to back? I guess someone had to work late. Jesus. What are the odds? Well, actually, I guess the odds would be based on how many of the anomalies there are total that could possibly be given to you. Which I don't know actually the number to that question, but I'm sure that I could figure it out if I looked it up. And then I could probably calculate the odds. Because statistics matter, guys. Like, I don't think people understand, but statistics are genuinely, like, one of the most useful things as you get older. Like, they are extremely important to understand in order to, like, choose certain things. Like, oh, this has a... I feel like that clicked out of existence. That was weird. Like, say you have so odd chance of this thing occurring. Like, it really can help you understand and figure out, like, what you want to do with things. Or if you can find out, like, a risk worth taking. Statistics is easy. Everything is 50% because it either happens or it doesn't. No, that's not how it works. Nothing, almost nothing in life is ever going to actually be 50%. There's always a series of factors that will calculate it differently. I don't know where you got 50% from, because that is horribly incorrect. Like, let's just say from a scientific standpoint, that, like, the odds of opening a soda can and having it spray in your mouth are, like, 2%. You would then look at that and be like, oh, then do I want to take the risk of opening the soda can? Of course I do, because it's 2%. Did you know that 46% of statistics are made up on the spot? Very true. Also, fun fact, did you know that the restaurant Sonic at one point caused such an infectious amount of chili that it created a drought in the industry as a result? Don't believe me? Look up Sonic inflation to find out more. Something about this place doesn't feel right, but it also does at the same time. I should have trusted my gut! I should have trusted my gut. The question is, what was it? What was it that was different? What was it that I sensed? What got my spidey senses tingling? That is now the question. What kind of spidey senses do I have? This should be fun. Okay, it's doing it twice in a fucking row. I'm gonna go through this, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to backtrack again. I'm gonna got the obvious ones real quick. statistically speaking, yeah, most of the time when I have a gut feeling about something, I'm often correct. Like, more often than not. Okay, well, that's an anomaly. That's not meant to be there. Like, this is actually just a true fact. Traditionally, from, like, my methodology of choices, I have been correct about most of my assumptions in regards to things, or most of my takes about, like, if I should stay weary about a person. It saved me more times than I can count. Why does that keep flickering? It's only that texture. I hate that. Well, that's an anomaly. So, like, I need to keep trusting my gut more. My subconscious picks up on a lot more things than I fully give myself credit for. Like, a concerning amount of things that I just fail to recognize. That was a freaking huge box. Next time, someone convince me to go in the elevator when it comes up again. Because I'm gonna somehow manage to talk myself out of it again. Again, it's the one texture. It's always that one texture, and I don't get it. Statistics tell me what I should with a 16 and a dealer card. That doesn't. What the fuck? What are you even on about? Poker? You wouldn't be poker. An up card? What? Well, if it's anything involving a deck of cards, then actually, yes, statistics could immediately tell you that. If there's multiple players, you just gotta... Have you not played blackjack? I don't play a lot of gambling games. I've played blackjack before, but I don't remember the rules. I think the only type of casino card game that I remember the rules of is Texas Hold'em, which is just poker. Yeah, this is fine. That was a weird ass free. What the fuck? Did you guys see that too? What the hell are those flames about? Well, I know what the flames were about now. But yeah, no, like, it could immediately tell you. Anything involving a deck of cards can always be mitigated to an odds thing. Deck of cards are, okay. Card tricks, I need to preface, are so easy to do if you know how to use logistics and statistics and memorize how you shuffle. Or not even just memorize how you shuffle, just memorizing how shuffling works. Because you can realign an entire deck of cards by unshuffling it. Just by knowing the right way to shuffle. It's like a reverse shovel algorithm, and it's interesting. Nothing in life doesn't have a sort of logic to it. It's what I've learned. Even the most random of things will still have a logic, because it's guaranteed to follow a set of rules that would then be followed in order to achieve it. Like, for instance, the odds of me ending this year with 20 average viewers would be around 15%. Do I think it's going to happen? Absolutely not. Would it be neat? Yeah. But, you know, there are factors of, like, how often people share around the stream, how often I get lucky with new people coming into the community, how often a bunch of other shit happens, blah, 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 blah. Jesus, I almost missed that. Even though it was staring me, like, right in the face. Like, there's a lot of things you have to look at. It's why when people sing or say that things are like a matter of luck, it kind of is, but it's also a lot of it is social engineering. I need to preface this that luck is not as prevalent as you would think. A lot of things, especially with Twitch, is just social engineering. Some people are more willing to socially engineer another person, which is what leads to word getting out a lot better. I actively am not good at that, which is why I don't get anywhere. And I just leave it up to chance, because I, quite frankly, could give a fuck less. I value people's ability to choose way more than I value my ability to have a consistent and comfortable life. So. But nobody's ready to have that discussion now, are we? This all feels, yeah, this feels normal. Like, I'm pretty confident about that. Just feels like a room. I'm really trying to rely on my subconscious here a ton in order to decide if a room is good. Like I said, it picks up on a lot more details than I managed to. Was that exit sign always there? I think with enough information you can predict everything. Oh, absolutely. No, you absolutely could. If you had enough information and you spent the time to actually search up this information, you could. Yeah, no, that wasn't there. I know for a fact that wasn't there. Even if it was there, that's wrong. So, like, even with enough information, or without enough information, you can fairly accurately predict things. It's why we're able to predict the weather. Like, it's literally a whole thing. Well, that was there, but yeah, that was wrong. I don't know. I just something about like the way I was standing there just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know what it was. It's like my spidey senses were tingling. I mean, honestly, so far this is pretty standard. Though I'm not too horribly convinced just yet. Water, clocks. 2 blue skeins and receding of a hard. Oh, jeez. Is your computer okay? Is it time for it to get a service update?
Is it time? That is the question.
Only the one drawer is open. I believe that was what it was originally. Yeah. That's not okay. Well, that's also not okay. It's giving me some of the easy ones now, which I don't know why. It's very precarious.
Very interesting. I don't understand its meaning, but I feel like I should. I feel like I should understand what exactly is going on here. That is not normal at all.
Hi, sorry, I'm like, you missed the food review. It was another Starburst drink. I didn't find the orange, I found the lemon. I still can't find the orange. Also, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes we all get busy and I'm not too worried about it. I just thought it was really funny that everyone was immediately like, yeah, let's at the fucking hell out of Spartan. Oh my god! I mean, the game does open up with a suicide warning. I just didn't think. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't know. I just saw that there was an interact, but I'm like, oh, I've been interacting with things this entire time. Why not? Not a good time. Also, Lumen, what the fuck? No. Okay, well, it's floor 50. Let's just run through. Slushy. I clipped it. I won't post the clip. I will probably be deleting that clip, to be quite frank with you. I might. We're gonna see how my mood affects me later. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. Like, I feel bad because I should have given you guys the forewarning that, like, it does at the beginning of the game because you guys never get to see it due to the setup, the way I have to do it. So, like, sincerest apologies about that. What is with the flickering of the textures? Should be fine. I'm not too confident about that, but we should be fine. But because I'm not confident, I'm pretty sure it's gonna take a heart right now. No, it's not. Okay. I was thinking a second, just heard. Oh my god! Clip didn't realize what it was. Yeah, no, it was a suicide. It wasn't visualized. It was implied, but like that's still not like any better. Oh, so you said blue slushy. Is it blue raspberry? And where'd you get it from? Is it an icy? Is it a Slurpee? Is it just a frozen beverage item? You know, I kind of miss... Okay, well, first off... Oh, no, those are there. Okay, never mind. I kind of miss getting those at-home icy ones. Like, you know the ones you can get from, like, Walmart? Or like other grocers. Oh, he's staying late. Raspberry is from Sonic. Nice. Did you know that Sonic as a company caused the market value of slushies to drop back in 2006? But then subsequently caused it to rise again in like 2009 when they upped their prices again. It's true. Search Sonic inflation to find out more. I should be checking the more vital spots first. Okay, they're all starting to flicker now, which is weird. Those textures on those glass panes are being a pain. Don't listen to Gun. Gun doesn't know what he's talking about. I won't fall for that trick, Crix. I've made this joke twice this stream and nobody's fucking made a comment until now. I'm just gonna say this now. Shows how much people were paying attention. That image is gone. Well, if we're talking about vitals, we have a headache in our temple a few moments ago. We? Don't you go tell me you're a system now. I feel like another person pops up with claiming they have DID every other day of the week. And I'm not gonna question it. I mean, like, if it ends up becoming like a proper diagnosis situation, then that's perfectly fine. But like, there is a level to where it's like, okay, there's no way this is happening this fucking fast with everyone suddenly like having one. That something's not right there. I've met way too many people with the diagnosis, it's wild. I was joking about the ending, but I probably shouldn't. Oh! Oh! Yeah, no, no! I mean, it's a dark joke. It will get me to laugh, but like, yeah, no. I'm pretty sure this place is normal. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. This is a standard office. The only thing it's missing is Michael Scott. That's not a standard office. Never mind. Michael Scott's absent makes so much more sense. Don't you worry. Little girl, so fine to me. Tell me where did you sleep last night?
I'm trying to look around, but I'm starting to go blind in one eye.
What am I getting stuck on? Were there trash cans here? Chat, were there trash cans there? I don't think that they got rearranged. I don't recall getting. It's probably fine. I'm making it up. I'm making it up. No, I'm definitely making it up. I'm definitely making it up. Watch this. I wasn't making it up. Watch those be fucking gone. Watch them be gone. Watch me having not trusted my gut again. Oh, they were there. What was wrong? What? That's fascinating. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, I missed the fucking elevator again. I was supposed to go inside the elevator. And I didn't do it. I didn't do it again, guys.
I'm a failure.
I'm a failure, just like my dad said I would be. Well, shit. Well, that's not right. I feel like there would be, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. Honestly. I should have waited for people to answer before I... Well, that's definitely not right. Before I continued, but like, oh well, you know. You know what they say? The knowledge of the many is stronger than the knowledge of the few. Also, hi, Cheeto. I saw your comment. I just forgot to say something because I was wrapped up in the trash can department. You know, they called me back in aisle 5. They wanted me to adjust a couple things. Jerry blamed me for moving things around again. Who's Jerry? You're asking too many questions. I'm actually fairly confident this is the normal office. Like, nothing sticks out like a sore thumb in the slightest. Like, nothing in my head's going like, oh, this is partial alarm. I see, this is what happens when I don't. This is what I mean. Like, traditionally, my gut feeling is correct, but there's the times in which it's not, and it's not picking up on, like, certain details that otherwise I shouldn't miss. Why do they all have lamps? They all never had lamps, but what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Like, some things are definitely easier. I'm hearing extra sounds. Also, I saw the guy in the ceiling, which is... Probably just that some sounds started earlier than they should have. That's all. Those are the ones that stuck out a bit more. How's Piper? She's doing good. She's a very sleepy baby, but she's doing good. I love my baby. I love my baby. My baby's so fluffy. Damn, now I kind of want my baby. Nah, I won't bother. I bother her too much. She could use a bit of a break from me. In terms of, like, getting bothered. I feel like trying to do a perfect game of this would be horrendously difficult. Also, I'm just gonna run this by you guys real quick. Because I'm considering, if we're finally gonna do YouTube content, I'm considering moving the music covers to a secondary channel. Which means I'm complicating everything more again. I feel like I shouldn't be doing that. Like, I feel like the fact that After Dark streams exist on a separate channel already is kinda bad enough. But, like, you know, it is what it is. Why are the lamps back? Oh, they're not on every desk, though. That looks a lot more like urine. Something tells me this is not going to be a correct move, but I'm going to do it anyways. Yeah. Did it give me the fucking lamp one twice? Is that what happened? No, it's... lamps were there. They just weren't on. Interesting. What the fuck? What the fuck? But yeah, I'm considering doing that, so like music covers will be on a secondary channel from now on. And I'm considering doing that just because it's like, if I have any spare stuff that's not gonna fit in the main, then that would be better. Or I guess we could turn the Re-Crix one into... I don't really want to make that one the secondary one, though. Like, I would like to keep my naming scheme the same. Or I guess I could rename that channel and then make another channel. But, like, I also would rather not do that because I also use that as my main channel for, like, watching content. So it's like, I don't want to reset that stuff. That's just Greg, don't mind him. Greg must have gone through something rather emotional because I don't think he's too happy. I don't think Greg is too happy, guys. This place feels extremely normal. No, the concept of putting YT, I was actually thinking about doing the Re-Crix thing, and also I don't use an underscore for my username. I only do it on Twitch because I'm forced to. But I was thinking about actually doing the Re-Crix. But I don't really want to do that because I just think it's going to be end up being stupid. Also, the naming scheme would be really, really bizarre. So, like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure out something eventually. Greb? What's Greb? To emotional relief, he was unfortunately told that he would suffer the curse of the $7 Taco Bell Lux Cravings box ad for several weeks. That is really funny. We need an egg crick stream. An egg crick stream. No, we already had an egg. We already had an egg crick stream. We're not doing another one. Okay, last time we did that, I got hit in the tits so many times I had bruises on my fucking chest for like a week. Okay, my chest fucking hurt after we did that. We are not doing that again. Re-Pro wouldn't even make sense if that was the goal. Also, I don't want to mix myself up with Recruit. No. As in, you do the Eggman voice the whole stream? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to do that. I'm done. I used to do redeems to allow me to do minutes or like voices for 5 minutes at a time, but like one, it worsened the quality of the voices over time, and two, half the time when I'd perform them, I was in no capacity to actually be performing voices, which is what made it so bad. And so like, for the sake of my health and for not ruining my voice, we're never doing that. I'm not bringing back the Re-Crix 5-minute voice redeems. Like, I know some people have brought that up in the past where it's like, oh, this might be neat. Given it was a while ago when that happened. But, yeah, no, like, I do want to, like, make that very, very, very distinctively clear. They are never coming back. I physically could not handle it. I did say I wanted to go inside. Oh. It won't even open. Never mind. Re-Crux. No, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna end up tiling it something. I don't know. I will let you guys know what's gonna go on with that. Long story short, whatever the secondary channel will end up being, it'll end up having the it'll end up having future music covers, any like bonus content that wouldn't fit in on the main channel. And I'm gonna try to have those ones edited by the team instead of me, so I can at least like get some extra content out there for you guys that isn't me trying to constantly trying to like push out a specific type of quality. 2 cricks, 2 fear. We're not. Stop it. No. Does that make me a legacy viewer? I consider anyone who was here before 1000 to technically be a legacy viewer, but I respectively consider anyone who was here before I stopped doing TF2 specifically a legacy viewer. So like whenever I did the last TF2 Monday stream, that would then be a legacy viewer, in my opinion. I think I stopped that around, like, what, 700, 800 people? If I'm not mistaken. Like, for me, that is, like, the ultimate, like, switch. Yeah, you were just after that. Speaking of which, people, just because I wanna get another head count on, like, time, start typing in ! stream age. I think it's stream age, right? I think it's stream age, right? It's stream age. No. It's follow age. Yeah, follow age. Sorry, follow age. 3 years, oh my god. 3 years? What do you mean 3 years? I haven't been streaming for that long. No, I mean, I have, but like, I've technically been streaming since like 2017. But like, Jesus fucking Christ, 3 years. Seeing that number, like, hurts me for some reason. It's been 2 years, yeah, apparently it's been 2 years for you. I mean, you haven't been on the team for, I think you've been on the team for just under a year. I feel fairly confident that this is just normal. No, I don't actually. Let me double check something. Getting my bachelor's in Re-Crix, Jesus. That sounds awful. Don't type that in my chat ever again. Were those coffee cups there? I don't recall those coffee cups being there. I've been on the team for nearly just as long. You have not been on the team for 2 years. Absolutely no shot in hell. Maybe you have, honestly. Check when your first message in the mod chat was. I don't know. This one is one of those ones where it's like, I can't tell. I'm gonna trust my gut, but I'm pretty sure my gut is incorrect. I should have gone with my initial gut reaction. I should have gone with it. I'm such a fucking idiot! I am beyond grateful for those of you guys who have been here that long. Like, I can't stress enough that it is... Oh wow, you have been over a year. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't stress that I am beyond grateful. Like, this community is, you know, still continuously growing slowly, and like, even recently, we've reached, we are still increasing slowly in averages, which, again, I would rather do it slowly than to fucking force people to socially engineer themselves into this goddamn community, because one, that often creates a very bad quality dilemma, and two, I don't want assholes in the fucking chat constantly. If I have to be berated to be, like, considered a decent streamer, then, like, I'd rather not stream. But, like, it's one of those things where, for me, personally, I just... Yeah, that's not normal. That wasn't red. But for me personally, like, it's been a nice ride. Like, we're slowly starting to hit more into the 20s again, here and there. Can I tell you about Haste? No. Cause I don't really want to know about it. If you want me to see me play it, then, like, suggest it in the suggestions in the Discord, but, like, yeah, no, not on stream. I appreciate the enthusiasm, though. Fuck, where was I going with my train of thought before that happened? Right. So when it comes to, like, the whole thing, like, we've been doing more growing. It's slowly been, like, coming into its own. And I want to keep it that way. I kind of want to keep it that way. I still want to do more. I still wish I could do more. But, like, obviously that's slowly becoming a problem. Like, I think with this next music cover, I think I'm not going to be the one to edit the video this time. I've edited every single other video that I've put out by myself, but I think this will be the first time I won't. And it's just because, one, I don't really have ideas as to how I want it to go, and two, I need to allow people to up their skills so they can inherently get better at it. So it's kind of like one of those things where it benefits everyone involved. And I want to be able to, like, help with that, because I've also been trying to learn myself, but like keeping the main stuff that I do as primarily a thing that I edit. But yeah. So I remember what I was doing the day I followed you too. I think, anyways. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I've had people recollect some bizarre ass facts. Like I remember, like with most of the games on my shelves, I remember where I got it and the price I paid for it. That's a very loud sound. That would explain why. So yeah, it's one of the BRB dinner making time. All right, go do the lyrics. But yeah, so it's one of those things. Like I've been slowly trying to implement a lot of changes, which is why like the whole 3-channel thing on YouTube might happen, because like I do need to start unhiding VODs again. I don't really think we need to keep backups of VODs, but I think it would be nice to consistently have one person be like, hey, do this week with that. Like when I have a stream, just like get the VOD and help me upload it. But then that requires these shares weren't there. That requires a level of trust with my accounts that I have to be 100% certain that I'm willing to give someone. Which is also another thing, which is why I haven't done it yet. Like, it's not that I don't trust people, but like, when you do that, like, it's kind of a lot. Like, every time you give a password out to someone, that you're giving them access to everything. And it's very horrifying of a thought. You know? I've only ever done it, like, once before. And I'm glad that I did. But it was just like, you know, even that one time when I knew for certain it is, so it's like even having record of that, because it's like, oh, if anyone has access to that account from now on, then like I'm fucked, you know. Can we please stop? I've had to go backwards immediately, like fucking 7 times in a row. Statistically, there's no fucking way this is also... Like, there's a very slim chance that this is also a thing. And I'm starting to think that I'm actually correct on that. Actually, I'm so confident, in fact. I'm just gonna place my trust in this. Yeah. That was so fucking wild to see that happen so, like, consistently back to back. That was weird. Let's see. Okay. I think there was... I mean, the 4 boxes make sense. I'm not gonna question that. There's a lot more cameras, though. That was a little strange. Some of those cameras were worthless too, like the positioning of them wouldn't even make sense from like a security standpoint. Unless you work at a fucking Amazon warehouse, because you know how they are with their employees. Unfortunately. I've met so many people who've worked at Amazon warehouses, and I don't know how they do it. Like, even they come back and are just like, yeah, no, it's hell. Don't do it. And then people keep fucking going. It's like, I get that might be some of the only work in the area, but like, at what point is your health not worth paying bills, you know? Like, there has to be some kind of limit to that. I personally think we should start regulating jobs and being like, you can only put this much of a work ethic or work effort on like a single employee. If you go over that, then you are considered overworking and therefore are subjugated to charges. I feel like that should be a thing. Yeah, I would also work at a Chick-fil-A far before I'd work at a fucking Amazon warehouse. Are you fucking kidding me? Actually, just working at Amazon at all, because even the drivers are treated like absolute ass. Which is why they're wanting to automate everything, because they just want to go faster, faster, faster. And then not realizing that they're going to have to hire more engineers and more mechanics and more repairmen. Because unfortunately, you know, Jesse Jeff Bezos over here is not fucking... Fucking Discord fucked up with the polls. What did they do now? Not Discord breaking shit again. This feels right. Like, you've got to be kidding me. What did they do?
What has Discord done?
Was there always a trash can in that corner? Well, it doesn't matter. Those fucking screens are... You've always only gotten a few options for length. You've never been able to set the time. Like, that's just a thing. You have never, ever, ever been able to set the time custom-wise. You always get, like, 1, 4, 8, 12, I think 16, and 24 hours subsequently. I should know, because I was the one setting polls for, like, a year. For movies. Oh, by the way! Watch Party is being hosted by Luna today. Or not today, tomorrow. So everyone say thank you, do. Because if you don't, then I'm actually going to kill you. Andy Jassy's in charge of Amazon. Yeah, no, it is someone else who's currently in charge of Amazon, but, like, the owner of Amazon is still Bezos. Like, he still gets the benefits from the profits. Which, it doesn't matter, you just shouldn't be supporting fucking Amazon if you can help it. Like, there's unfortunate times in which I've had to, just because it's easier and like, especially for project, but, like, I'm gonna start ordering shit from AliExpress soon. That's literally the level of shit that I've gotten to, which I also shouldn't technically do that because, you know, the advent of websites like that, or like Temu and whatnot, are really, really bad, but at least, like, with AliExpress, it's not really a Temu situation, so... I'd rather do that, especially because I'm considering actually getting into retrofitting, like, tech, or, like, making new tech, or, like, doing things, and trying to force myself to program. I'm noticing, like, where my pillars of interest are starting to fully lie and formate. Because, like, obviously you have streaming, you have music, you have, you know, I guess, like, on the hobbyist side, you have VA and art. But, like, you have, like, streaming, music, YouTube content. Why is my camera moving? Weird. And then, like, comedy is slowly starting to become part of that too, because I've always kind of done comedy as part of my thing on Twitch. Like, that's why I would presume some of you watch me, is because I'm considered funny. I've had some of you guys tell me that anyways. Wait, hold on. 2 weeks, 3 days, 1 week. Who the fuck puts up a 2-week fucking poll on Discord? 14824. Okay, so they definitely messed with some of the times. Because I remember there being... Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I was wrong about the times. I thought there was more increments. I might have actually been wrong on that. Also, I need to fix this. There we go. But yeah. But I'm starting to think that engineering might be that final pillar for me. because I've always wanted to get into robotics, and I've said this, I far cried this for years, and I think one of the final achievements I want to do if I do that is finally building an animatronic, because that is like one of the big ones, right? Or at least like building the suits. Chris becomes an electrical engineer. I almost did. I literally, one of the paths I almost took in regards to education was robotics. I have always been severely interested in robotics, and I just never went and did it because I just... Fuck. We are way too close to the death day on this attempt. You know. But, like, I grew up looking at, like, a bunch of robots, and with the concept of, obviously, like, FNAF coming down, like, later down the road, I like Chuck E. Cheese a ton, I always wanted to go there. The small little, like, animatronics you'd get at, like, Walmart that play, like, little songs, like Happy Birthday or the holiday ones, like the holiday mice. I've always looked at those. I don't know what it was. I always liked being able to watch things move like that. It was a fascination. So, I think it would be really nice. Also, I just want to do more tech stuff in general. I'm very... God damn it! I'm very interested in tech stuff. I got distracted talking about tech, and now I have to restart this again. But yeah, we're gonna see. Maybe it won't be a pillar. Maybe it'll be one of those hobby sides like art and voice acting, where I can do it, but it doesn't mean I want to inherently do it, kind of thing. But we'll see. I just need to figure out though what the main thing I'm gonna do on the YouTube channel is after Free Ride happens. I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of other projects going on too. Like, I still have to do Month of Screams. I still got to set up for that, and that starts in, I think, July. We have our... we have this year's... freaking... why am I forgetting? Charity stream that's happening, I believe, in August. Though I know I said August, July time in the Patreon post, but like, there's that. Then we have the YouTube thing. Everything in there seems fine, you know. There's a ton. I'm restarting that. It's a UI glitch. I still have 2 hearts, but it just doesn't show. Pokemon card pack openings, I'd rather kill myself. Unironically, I would rather kill myself. The video stream made first for the best stream of all time. I really do hope it goes well. I think it will. But I do think that it's gonna be a lengthy process of getting through. You ever have one me and the devil moments? What do you mean by that? No fucking glass there, what the hell? I thought that was just the rendering issue, like, we're just, like, general rendering issues now. It's just, there's no glass. You had to pretend to be bad at a game and just lock in. Okay, so you mean like a deal with the devil type situation. I've had that happen before, yeah. I've had it happen a couple of times, actually. That's not normal. That pipe's not usually there. Yeah, no, automatically any... That pipe's been there the entire time. Chat. Alright, I actually need to lock in on this. But yeah, I don't understand the whole rage around fighting over Pokemon cards. Resellers suck. If I ever become a reseller, I want you to shoot me on sight. I think that scalping is one of the worst sins you can ever commit to a societal standard. And on top of that, if you do scalp, even if it is your only way of living, I just don't think it's morally right. I've met people who scalp. There'll be the ones that like scalp consoles, scalp shoes, or whatnot, and I think in terms of like shoes, it's stupid, but like I guess you can get away with that because it's fucking shoes. But with things like consoles or like practical use items, absolutely fucking not. Like if you were the one who went towards the pandemic and you fucking scalped toilet paper or like necessities, you are the lowest scum on this fucking planet. Yeah, like Pokemon cards especially, like they're not meant for adults. They are not just a Ponzi market scheme for you to fucking sway at your own will. Like that is, no. I hope people like that get put down. That is just fucked up on so many different fronts. And as someone who grew up in poverty, someone who couldn't afford these things even by default, people can't afford to live, basically. And so the couple little like general things that they do manage to get for joy might mitigate down to that. And so if you're taking that away from someone, no. God fucking, can I get to like the first 10, please, without losing a fucking life? Like if you're taking away a joy because you think you can make a profit off of it, of someone else's happiness, you are no better than the billionaires that give you the product in the first place and make it feel like you need to have these items when you don't. Like, and I know it's really, what's optional? You don't have to have them, so who the fuck cares? It's like, that's not the point. It's the premise behind it. They are luxury items. They're not necessity items, but that doesn't mean that people shouldn't be able to have access to something that's going to make them happy. Like, people trying to justify that shit, no. Absolutely not. And if I ever change my opinion on that, I want you to shoot me. There's a lot of opinions that, like, are very heavily tied into my morals. And so when it comes down to, what the fuck, the desks are gone. When it comes down to that, like, I refuse to diverge from it. I don't like talking about morals too much because I know like that tends to isolate people and like, it's a whole thing. But at the same time, if you can't accept me for me, then why the fuck are you even a part of society? Like, people have differences. Like, that's another thing that heavily bothers me, where it's like,
Oh, but like, you don't agree with me on this one topic.
as long as it's not a human rights topic, you don't have to. Like, if you're gonna argue that someone doesn't deserve to exist for X and X reason, then as far as I'm concerned, you don't deserve to exist. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is really, really good about that. The only downside to that is Konami existing at all. Like, I'm gonna be quite frank with you, I hate Konami. Oh god, do I hate Konami. They've done some abhorrent shit to their game properties, and while they do really good on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Side of things, they've pretty much up and ruined your ability to buy a card, type in the code at the bottom, and put it into their virtual video games. Just because they're trying to follow more of a cash grab system. The reason why they don't do loot boxes in games or whatnot, aside from the fact that they don't really have any live service games, is because they have the money that they get from the Yu-Gi-Oh! License. They don't need to have it. Like, it's really what it boils down to. Like, I literally once yelled at a coworker, and give it was completely wrong for me to do so, but I once tore into a coworker for the factor that he was a scalper. Like, he didn't actually need the money, and I know he claimed he did, but he didn't. He got paid more than everyone else at the store, so it really pissed me off personally. But What the fuck? Huh? Okay. And, like, it got so tense at one point that, like, he wasn't helping out the store that I had to, like, rip him in a new one full on for just being a lazy sack of crap. While I was working... Well, it wasn't that... So this was back when I worked at a shipping store, which was infinitely worse because the thing was you could get away with shipping stuff for free. So he was scalping and heavily profiting off of it because you could ship out shit for free. Which made it worse, actually. So I'd say that is arguably 10 times worse because most of the cost comes from shipping. So it was one of those things where he was trying to justify the concept of scalping PS5s and whatnot because he could. And it was just like, no, you're a sack of shit, dude. Also, you're related to the manager, so you're literally a Nepo baby. By proxy. So, like, that's even worse. Does anyone remember? Yes, I do remember Wizard 101. I also remember Pirate 101. I think there were three. It was Wizard 101, Pirate 101, and I think they tried to do another one. I don't remember what that one was. But, you know, I'm just gonna go with it. I don't fucking care. I'm not resetting again. The thing is I'm not the moral police, and of course, like, I still, like, look back at those actions now, and I probably shouldn't have taken those actions the way that I did. But at the same time, like, literally, it especially when, like, it was at the time when things were very hard to find, and, you know, it's more than likely that other people could have genuinely used the product, and you're just, you know, hoarding it for a profit. Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't believe this had 3 monitors. What were we talking about, by the way? How scalpers are pretty much pieces of shit. Trying to cover my account when I was 10. Looks very different now. That's what I've heard. Parker Ryland, which is another good buddy of mine, plays that a ton on his channel. I think with Scouty. Those of you who know who Scouty is. And they have mentioned before, like, how it's severely different. I've actually considered visiting some dead games, quote-unquote dead games, like dead live service games, to see if, you know, what they're like and whatnot, but so many of them are like, rough to play. That would be so sick. If that's something you guys be interested in, let me know, for sure, but, like, I've considered it in the past. Because I want to kind of go dive deeper into nostalgia. I want to dive deeper into, like, corruptions again. I want to dive deeper into weird games, strange games, bizarre games. Like, if you guys make ROM hacks, because I know right now Cheeto's in the process of making, like, an entire N64 game for me. Because, of course, Cheeto is... I'm still very scared that the first fucking fan game I'm actually going to get is a goddamn House 64 game, but you know what, that's... It's a terrifying thought, but, like, I've accepted it at this point. It's just really scary. But I want to do more stuff like that. Like, I would love to do more meme stuff. I kind of want to lean in more to stuff like Vine Sauce, because that's kind of what's inspired part of my content. I want to lean in more to, like, the 90s Vaporwave. I want to lean into more of the spooky, little bit of horror. I will find a way to make a horror 90s aesthetic, and I don't know how I'm going to approach that yet. I think that that's the inevitable, like, ultimatum that we're going to get with my style on Twitch, is we're going to be doing a 90s style aesthetic in that manner. I just need to get there. And I need to learn some more stuff as, you know, I progress with content. So. Again? What the f- It did that to me twice! Listen, I really am trying to do my best to, like, put out content to earn the ability to be comfortable. Though I don't feel like anyone should have to earn the right to feel comfortable in their own home. Or, like, in their own life. but I also recognize that in the current state of life, that's kind of what I gotta do, right? Like, I have to earn it, unfortunately. Like, if I want to get support financially to do projects and to live and to not stress about food, or, like, when the hell I'm gonna be able to, or if I'm gonna be able to feed my cat or whatnot, like, I need to be able to earn that kind of thing. And I kind of take the whole mindset that Markiplier has, is which I like working. I kind of like overworking myself in a way. Like, it's not healthy, sure, but I do like doing it because I like creating. I've always loved the concept of creating. I've said this before, and I'll say it again, because it's an active philosophy I live by, but I will take a lower wage that will still cover my expenses as long as I get to have creative freedom. Because I value the creative freedom more than I value the money, because all the money does is provide me security and the ability to make more stuff. That's all it does. So, it's that. I have a lot of retro consoles, accessories. I would not sell. Oh yeah, I absolutely wouldn't sell any of mine. Though the difference between me and you, and this is one of the unfortunate things that I kind of lost when I was talking back on Twitter when I had an account, is I made a post way back then, and it's something I've echoed ever since, is that if I ever die, and I mean at any point, if I were to die, whether it be instant or known, or I knew I was going to die in advance, doesn't matter. If I ever die, I want my entire gaming collection, every single piece of it, to go to St. Jude. I want them to take all the stuff, house it, take care of it, so that way anyone who lives in that facility at all, at any point, will have access to, you know, some kind of joy. And I stand by that point. I really, 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 really want that, because I have so many different consoles, ranging from the Virtual Boy, to the N64, to the Xbox Series S, to the Switch, you know, to the Valve Index. I don't think VR is going to be able to happen with that, but we'll see. But, like, I have so many different things that instead of selling it, yeah, I could sell it to cover the cost of, like, funeral stuff, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know it would put my loved ones in a hard spot to have to then fund the funeral, but something tells me I'm not going to have to worry about that in the future, and I'd rather not worry about that in the future. It's also very morbid that I would want to plan about that sort of thing. So instead, I'd rather ensure that, like, if I were to leave, the last thing I do is a good effort to try to leave on a good note, right? And so that's one of those things that I really hope that regardless of what happens, it gets vocalized that, like, hey, this was my final wish. Please do this. Also, how are we getting so many anomalies? What the fuck? Stop! Same thing is that at some point I want to make a ton of, like, I want to be able to have, like, a small book library at some point. I want to have a small movie library, and, like, the same premise would apply. Like, I want to be able to donate that to places that will be able to value it. Or, like, if there's a library that needs more content and services, I wanted them to be able to give it to the library, because libraries are already, like, severely underfunded. Or, like, give it to a school that could utilize it, right? Like, schools are especially, like, a fantastic place to be able to donate that kind of stuff. Like, I want belongings to go to people and places that definitely want to, or definitely need it, you know? I have no funeral, I just want to be cremated, and so, I want a funeral. God damn it! I want a funeral. But I've kind of come to the terms of, like, there's not really a great way of getting put to rest. So what I've decided is what I'm gonna do is, when I do die, what I want is to be buried under the sapling of a tree. Because at that point, then my body is used as fertilizer for that tree. And therefore, new life has sprouted from me. I will still exist in some form, not even just from, like, a legacy standpoint of, like, the stuff that I've done, or, like, maybe the works that I'll leave behind on the internet, but as a standpoint of I will physically somehow exist in some form. Some part of my body, my carbon, like the literal atoms that put me into flesh, will exist in another form, because matter can't be destroyed. And then that will subsequently go to birds, and the birds will go into other animals, and so it just spreads out, and I go back into the ecosystem in a way that can actually be defined as proper. You know? No, I don't even want to be cremated. I want literally my corpse to be buried under a tree. I do not want anything to go to waste. The only request with it is that there is some marking to show that is where I was buried. God damn it! We were doing so good! Like, I'm someone who still lives by the belief that you leave a place better than you found it. Like, I'm not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna shit on people. And I know, like, it's bad and it's a wrong thing to be shitting on Lumen constantly. I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. Sorry, Lumen. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's, like, I still want to do more good than I do bad. You know? I want to walk through the woods and be eaten by bears and wolves and deers and shit and never return. That would be an awful death. I mean, if it's what you want to do, like, go for it, but ouch! We're gonna stick Crix in a tomb with clear glass, nab their skeleton and strip. No, please. No! I don't want that to happen. I don't want that happening, no. Please, for the love of God and all that is holy. I do think, ultimately, if we were to do anything with me, you love work so much. I mean, to be fair, I do love overworking myself, but I don't think that that's the way I want to be remembered, is playing FNAF. The fuck did I do? Yes. Regardless, I do want to say this. I think if we were to do anything, and I do plan to make this as to one of my upcoming projects that I haven't really announced, because I want to find the logistics to see if I can actually get it to work, but I want to make an ootao of my voice. I want to make an ootao of my voice, so that way I can have it stored somewhere. And not in this bullshit AI form, but as a means of a tool that someone can actually utilize with my permission and with the right licensing. Or, you know, to just be able to do things, so that way I can always sing. Like, again, in so many different ways, I want to use myself as a means to continue the idea of joy and creativity. Right? That is what I want. I want the end of my life to represent the constant joy of creating and the joy of living. And if I can accomplish that through the means of making something like an ootao, if I can accomplish it between, you know, making the ootao have my voice so people can utilize it with the proper permission, and if I can utilize different things to a point where I can always live on, then good. Like, I, of course, always live on in the context of, live on in the context of, being immortalized in various creative means. Don't get me wrong, I still would like to be, I would still like to, if at any point's possible, like, upload my consciousness. I think that would be interesting, because I'd be a good, I feel like I would be a good person to have that as a test trial, because there's not much going to be lost. And what I mean by that is, in the case that it were to fail, I know that the ripples that would make, especially considering how I feel in regards to, like, AI stuff and whatnot, or, like, in the, like I said, the death thing where, like, I donate stuff and whatnot. Stuff like that is going to still, like, it'll still be a positive thing coming out of it all, you know? That's what I want. Which I think is, like, the more that I think about it, it's the more that I understand is that my choice to choose a ghostly type character as my model, or, like, as my main representation of, like, creativity, is probably fitting. Because I'm okay with death. I've always kind of been okay with death. I've met death's door at least 6 different times in my life. Possibly more than that, to be honest. And so I don't really get fazed by the concept of it. I actually have been told that I probably... So apparently, you know how they have the person who helps adjust people to getting born? Or, like, having people, like, give birth? The opposite exists, where it's people exist to help people adjust to the concept of dying. Where it's like, you know you have a fatal diagnosis, and that exists. And so for me, I've been told by numerous people that I would do good in that kind of position, where it would be kind of like a reaper, catering a soul to, to their grave. And I'm gonna be honest, if it weren't for the factor that, like, as much as I value education and whatnot, I don't want to go back to school yet, or if I do at all. To do that sort of thing, because there's just a lot of commitment. I enjoy doing the creative stuff that I do. Then there's not much of a point for me. I mean, maybe I can still do that on the side and help people out, because, like, of course, I've learned things over the course of many years. And one of those things that I've learned is that I'm really good about helping people with their emotions, especially in, like, hard times. I'm very, very good at it, to the point where I've also considered becoming a therapist. Like, there's a lot of things that I could be doing that probably would be a much more positive net worth than to entertain people on the internet, but at the same time, while it would give me gratitude, it doesn't allow me to accomplish some of the things that I want to, and to do impacts in the way that I would prefer to do them, which is kind of what unfortunately leaves me into that kind of situation, because it's like, yeah, this would be better if I did this, and yeah, 100% I should, like, I have the right heart and mindset to do it, but at the same time, it's like, do I want to, and I think about that sometimes. Wasn't there a plant on this desk? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna risk the life. I'm risking the life. I think there was. Yeah. LA teacher insists we use Edge. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna be real with you. If your English teacher gets that fucking anal over a browser choice, then, fuck that teacher. I'll be back after Wizard 101 finishes downloading. Okay, take it easy, Sprite. Lurk if you can. But yeah, no, I'm not already dead. I don't think. At least not yet. I don't know why, but I still think the whole concept of me being dead by 35 might actually occur. I just can't shake that. I don't think this is a mental thing anymore. I genuinely think I'm going to be dead by 35. Which, if I am, it is what it is. I've had a good life. That's why English teachers are always pregnant. What? Hold up. The fuck did you just say? Crix, I will murder you if you die at 35. Good luck with that. Look, I don't think I It's not something I plan on doing. Like, nobody plans... Okay, well, that's a lie. Some people do plan to die, unfortunately. And I wish that that wasn't the case. But, like... I'm not planning it. Trust me, I don't want to be dead by 35. But I do have an innate feeling that it will happen. I think I'm gonna get hit... like, if you want me to really be honest... If you want me to really be honest, this is the part where I'm going to go a little conspiracy theory talking, but not quite conspiracy theory. I have a really good feeling I might die, but specifically of cancer. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I have a very, very, very big feeling that that's going to happen. And it's just because that so early on in my life, I had one colleague, it was another student, die via gunshot, which was an accidental self-death. Like, it wasn't speaking of suicide, it wasn't an intentional suicide, it's just someone left out a gun, and it was very unfortunate. And then the other case, it was, someone had died of cancer. And so to be confronted with that so early on, I do think that that's kind of interesting. Like, of course, like, life doesn't really have much of a reason to exist. Like, it's just, you know, it's not a plan. It's not a movie, you know, things aren't set in stone. Fate doesn't fully exist. You choose your fate. But at the same time, life is written in a way that you can define it as such. And therefore, when it does exist in that manner, it's really a beautiful... Fuck my life. It's really a beautiful kind of completion. Like, life is just as beautiful as death is, and I think that that is something that needs to be accepted. Also, I really do apologize for getting on, like, such a depressing note. Like, I noticed that I'm okay with talking about these sort of things. And I think that I should be more open about it. Like, it doesn't hurt me to talk about these things. I actually quite enjoy talking about these things. And it's not because I want to be in a bad mood. It's just because I like genuine discussion. I like serious, genuine discussion about, you know, emotions and life. I think that introspectiveness is what makes me who I am. Because that's all that there is at the end of time is death. F. I didn't mean to press send F. No, that's okay. We gotta press F to pay respects. That's all you gotta do, it's fine. Fucking kid. Fucking kid. Screw you. When I find out where you live, it ain't gonna be pretty. Blinds always existed everywhere. This is fine. Why is the plant here now? It wasn't there before. I'm going oh, there's plants everywhere, that's why. It's also why I think the philosophy of, like, me being blunt if I find someone annoying or being like, hey, you're being a bother, knock it off, applies. Like, I don't stray away from that sort of thing. Like, I will tell you to your face, and I have done it on stream numerous times, and you guys have seen me do it on stream numerous times. The plant's still there. But then sometimes there's no plant. But then it's not a... Whatever. Oh, it's because there's more plants on this one again. What is with the plants? because like I feel like the honesty of that is good. Like if someone's gonna hate me, then I'm going to be honest. Like, hey, if you want to hate me, I will give you a genuine reason to hate me. Like, please just like leave me alone. Like sometimes people, I just like, I think everyone just doesn't fuck with someone at some point, which is fine. Like I feel like that's a normal part of life, and I hate the fact that people are like, but you gotta be kind to everyone. It's like, well, yeah, you should, within moderation. Like, there's a level to where it's like, hey, I've dealt with enough. Leave me the fuck alone, please, for the love of God. You know? Like, I think it's even more difficult for streamers because it's like one of those situations where parasocial relationships really do come into effect. Because it's like, you don't want to be an ass to people. Because, one, that's just generally a bad thing. But two, you know, that leaves you looking like an asshole generally. But at the same time, you can't tolerate everyone's bullshit 24/7. And the expectation that we're given on streamers to tolerate people being dicks really shouldn't be a thing. Or being relatively annoying. Sometimes it's genuinely out of pocket, and it's not because they are intending to be, but it's just because how someone is. Which I know, at least in my case, and I hate to call you out again, Lumen, but like, this is my case with like Lumen. I don't think Lumen actually tries to agitate me, which is why I don't hold it against Lumen. But I will still joke about it. It's one of those things where it's just something you kind of got to get used to over time, and understand that everyone's slightly different, and allow that tolerance to grow. And some people just don't allow it to grow, you know? And I do think it's unfortunate. I should have trusted my gut. I kept searching around. But it is one of those things where it's like, I gotta consider my own well-being as well. Because, like, yeah, I might lose out on another person who's able to help support and watch and whatnot, but, like, at the same time, like, the same thing applies. Am I willing to work myself to the bone for something that's not gonna be worth it at the end of time, you know? Of course not. If America didn't exist, I'd be... I'm not telling you that you should be kind to everyone. You very much should not. Do not twist my words and my message here. You should not be kind to everyone. Unfortunately, some people have chosen the path of not inherently being kind when they decided to be unkind to others. It is the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. If someone is going to call for the genocide or the death of millions of people just because they don't agree with one lifestyle choice, or the factor of how someone identifies, or their religion, or their race, doesn't fucking matter. Like, inherently, you are a bad person. At least in my eyes. Like, that is not A-O-fucking-K. Doesn't matter. You can try to justify it to me all you want, if you have a perspective on that, but, like, it's not okay. If you think excluding someone for something they can't control, or even if it is something they can't control, just because, you know, they align with it, if they're not being an asshole and they're being harmless, and you're the one causing the problem, then you specifically are the asshole. That is my methodology. Which is why you should punch a Nazi. Stone them. Throw rocks at them. Fucking hell! I don't know what I missed. I genuinely don't know what I missed. But, like, in all genuine sincerity, it is one of those things where we need to stop acting as if tolerance and kindness is the only way of living. You can't, unfortunately, live by strictly being kind. I've tried my best up until this point in life to do so. And I can tell you from a damn good standpoint, as someone who's come from, like, the worst upbringing, or one of the worst upbringings, in my opinion, no. Just, it's not worth it. If someone's being an asshole to you, be an asshole back. Don't tolerate that shit. Like, sometimes, yeah, it's a good concept to be like, yeah, but maybe, if, you know, they're just going through a bad time. Sometimes that is the case. Give them that chance if you think it is worth giving them that chance. Sometimes I feel it's worth giving them that chance. God damn it! But for me, if it goes past that chance point, and there's clearly no evidence that there's going to be a change, then there is no reason for you to continue on the philosophy of everything should be done with kindness or without violence. Sometimes change only happens through violence, and it's a very unfortunate fact, and I don't condone violence. I don't think it is good, unless it's against a Nazi specifically. Always against a Nazi. Also pedophiles. But, you know, I feel like that's also kind of a given. But outside of that, like, no. It is a case-to-case basis. It's literally why, like, if you scroll down right now on my Twitch page and you go to the rules section, there should be a little blurb that says, except Nazis and pedophiles. And I think, like, I say stone them. Or, like, something along those lines. I literally have had that down there for, like, the better half of a year now. So, yeah. I feel like execution is going too far. Because one, there's always worse fates than death. And two, generally speaking, we do not need to continue the death penalty. Like, yeah, if someone's taken out the life of someone else, no, putting them in a locked confinement is going to be infinitely better than killing them in every single scenario. And I hate the concept of like, oh yeah, no, but they need to pay. It's like, well, them dying isn't them paying. That's them getting out of a punishment. Like, that's all that is. I swear to fucking God, I'm about to stop playing this. Yeah, killing them will not bring back, like, the loved ones that were lost. Yeah, like, in the slightest. Yeah, fuck pedos! Fuck Nazis! Yell it from the rooftops! But seriously, like, that's my take on it. Like, not everyone deserves kindness, even if they've done wrong. And especially if they're going to continue to do wrong, then these desks are all jumbled up. And if they're going to continue to do wrong, then, like, absolutely fucking not, you know? Also, I just realized I lost that on 449. Wow. No, I am still against the death penalty under any and every circumstance. The only time in which I would consider the death penalty applicable is when it comes to someone who has somehow literally managed to come up with a world-ending scenario and almost enact it. No. Like, and that's just me. Again, everyone's welcome to have their own opinions, but for me personally, like, no. But yeah, we're just talking about, like stuff. Also, mostly talking about how, like, I personally, like, decide to, like, choose a life choices. I don't feel like I should be verbalizing this stuff, but it's a live stream. I don't really give a fuck. Like, it's not like I'm going on interview saying this sort of thing. But at the same time, even if I ask these questions, I probably still say the same shit. I suck at this game. Oh my God, we're quitting. I'm gonna come back to this a different day again. We've gotten way too close to getting to, like, the final 15. I don't feel like it's worth it anymore. Well, let me see what you're trying to say. Once you kill a person, you can't bring them back. Reserve I'd reserve the thing only for the worst and even then. Well, yeah, but what defines it as worst? Like, everyone's gonna have a concept of what's a worst sin or a worst crime. So, like, trying to define that is futile. Like, religion's going to see homosexuality as a sin, which might as well be a crime, and at that point, like, then, like, are we going to still try to, like, bring that whole logic in there when it very clearly shouldn't? You know, like, there's a lot that goes into it. When are you gonna decay? I wanna throw you out just like my broken TV.
If you'll come back once more, it shall be painful, you'll see. I hope you die in a fire.
But yeah, like, me having these talks with you guys is kind of why I enjoy playing so many, like, introspective games. Like, Free Ride coming up, that's technically going to become an introspective game to a degree. The Walking Dead Telltale series, that was 100% introspective game on my, my website. I'm actually going to pull up my website real quick, for those of you who don't still know about it, but I have a website. I do content on there. Like, extra bonus stuff that you guys could check out at any given point in time. Just like fully acknowledging this, but like, I have a website, and so it's struggling to load for some reason.
Your mechanical pulse click sounds like when I broke your bones.
You can go check out my Twitch stream on there, do this, a bunch of other stuff. But, like, I have a section for game recommendations, and if you scroll down, that's why you get games like Persona 5, which is heavily criticizing society and, like, trying to make your own future. Or you'll have games like, if I scroll down just a little bit, you'll have games like In Sound Mind, which are very heavily based around disability and trying to forge your own path through the cognitive concept of philosophy and psychiatry. Or you'll have games like I said, The Walking Dead, Alter Ego, which if you haven't played Alter Ego, it's a free fucking game for mobile. Please do. Holy shit. Like, there's a ton of things that I can say. So, like, I do recommend that you check out these sorts of things. Also, exactly. Thank you. People do agree. People agree with me on the concept of Wikipedia. Thank you. But, like, yeah. But yeah. I feel like I just need to stop hiding where my morals personally lie, because I don't vocalize them enough, because I try to wash myself down a ton, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't wash myself down as much as I do. Like, I am someone who, I consider myself to be a punk, though my style isn't punk. I consider myself to align with a lot of those values. Like, Nazis aren't allowed in punk, but being trans, being queer, that is punk as fuck. Which I think is also kind of where a lot of my swearing is. Yeah, there's a free ride demo. Go and play the fucking demo, and then, like, be here May 1st to be here for the launch of the game. But, like, that's why that's why I fully believe that, the independence of people should not be mitigated by the confines of capitalism. Like, there's so many different things that, like, as a theoretical concept, there's just a lot to it. I'm downloading it right now. Download that shit and enjoy it. I also don't give a shit about labels, but, like, it helps people get a definition and an idea, which is what it is. I actually hate labels. I wouldn't consider myself to be anything if it weren't for the factor. Like, to be honest, I've said this before, but I wouldn't be non-binary if it weren't for the factor that I physically can't be what I would want to be. And even then, at that point, labeling myself as that is very bad, because then it gets the concept of many things. Like, even speaking on the concept of gender, by the way, like, as a general thing, that's why, like, feminism is actually inherently really bad, because it's still the exclusion of people. Like, if you have to exclude people, if there isn't a proper justification under, like, a general criminal advent, like, i.e. Nazis who deliberately think that there's a master race and people don't deserve to live, or like pedophiles, where it's like it's just a really bad crime where you're taking the innocence of something that should never have been taken. Like there's a ton of things I could point out. There's so many nuances to life that you're never going to be able to cover it and 100% be in the right at all times. And so trying to properly be in the right 100% of the time is just something you should never do. You know? It's just how it is.
Just can't wait to die.
Like, I love talking about this shit. It's also why I really like TLT, because a lot of their independent music stuff is based on, hey, we did this, we built ourselves from the ground up from, like, bad situations, and, hey, fuck capitalism. It's also why I really try to cheer on Todd, because Todd also is very firmly in that belief, which, by the way, if you aren't following Todd, go fucking follow Todd. Go to his most recent video and tell him that I sent you. But, like, yeah. Todd Howard is great. Shut the fuck up. Get your Todd Howard loving ass out of here. Oh, I mean, if I fully dropped what labels I do kind of somewhat associate with, oh, I'd get a lot of stares. But one that I will personally say is I am a socialist. I have back to oblivion then. Also, how you doing, Sam? For me personally, like, I am a socialist at heart. I believe that capitalism can agree to exist under the confines of a socialist society. You can have a free market while having the ability that everyone can be taken care of. You can have people get ahead while also taking care of the people who are unable to do so. You know? Like, it is one of those things where the factor that both can exist is a lie, and it's been something you've been told your life that it can't exist. So you should always constantly fight up against that, because the thing is the ability for people to enjoy life should have never been an optional thing. We should not have done anything regarding the sacrifices of mankind for the concept of profit. You know? Like, I don't believe in the concept of communism, because communism shouldn't have everyone owning the same things. There is, like, that does limit the ability for creativity to flourish, and it is unfortunate that it does, which is why the whole concept of socialism does allow that, because it does allow a free market to exist while allowing social services and the guarantee of, like, safety and confinement for it to exist as well. Also, we very much could 100% take care of everyone's needs, like hunger, housing, food, water, and we just don't do it. We have the ability to do it, we just refuse to, because people don't like the concept of free power. Did you know, by the way, we had the ability for free power to exist? Do you want to know who fucked that up? Thomas Edison. We didn't have that because of Thomas Edison. We've had everlasting light bulbs, and guess what? Those don't exist anymore. We've had the ability of making products so high quality that they would practically last forever. And you want to know something? What fucked that up? Capitalism. Everything and anything that you could imagine could have probably happened, and it's always been a capitalist's fault. Almost 9 times out of 10. Oh no, but let's keep funding the fucking military. Sorry. That rant aside, it's one of those things where you should 100% prioritize the taking back of your life, because it is your life. And that is where I will end that topic. And if it's not for you, it's for the people who are going to come after us. Like, even if we don't get the full rights of, you know, society standards, like if we don't get the ability to enjoy having rights as queer people, for instance, then make sure the people who afterwards, that come after us, do, you know? I realize if you do, then it's a very silly question. But most places have libraries. Even Russia has libraries. And that's Russia. Like, the concept of a library is good, which is also, again, like, why, like, stuff like this is posted on My Blue Sky, where it's like Wikipedia and the Art and Archive are invaluable and we cannot lose them. And the fact that people who try to hide information are those who are trying to lie and are to try and lie about it. You know? Hell, I was at my dad's. Ugh, I think I just swallowed a roach. Ugh. Might have gotten him in my drink. I'm not drinking that anymore. I'm gonna drink the Starburst instead. Well, I was at my dad's. A library was in walking distance. I have a library within walking distance, and I have another one that is in San Diego. It's like in downtown San Diego. It is like 11 stories tall. It's a glory of architecture, and I love it. It is beautiful. It's kind. It's lovely. I recommend if you ever go into San Diego, you stop by the library at least once. It is gorgeous. Also, you can get to go up to the rooftop, which it gives you an amazing view. But yeah. That's why I want to encourage a lot of stuff like that, you know?
Stolen my ideas, taking my kindness for granted.
The library has like 11 stories. What a small collection. Shut the fuck up.
Ringing the old so cliche.
I'm gonna play chairs again, by the way.
Is it so wrong to be selfish for a change? Stands a chance here in my way. Is it so wrong to be selfish today?
I just realized something, by the way. Honestly, I think I might keep the border off. I like the way my layout looks without the border. That looks so much cleaner, does it not? It just helps me align it. What the creator was on? Dude, I don't know. It's funky and I love it. I bought it on my my double Steam account because I have another Steam account that I had to make for trying to help me get to stream properly. And it turns out I didn't need it, but so I had to buy this game, and so now I own it. We're just going to go new game again. Yeah, confirm. We're gonna go do this again. And then also, this was the fucking story. I don't know what this is. But yeah, public transportation is 100% a thing that you should. Oh, you mean the door game? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck the creator was on.
Welcome to your new Ponca, the big defense.
Oh, right, forgot, hold on. We have the ability to use, joystick! Let's go! Woo!
Use your dark powers from the realm that we have claimed.
Oh, you mean that chair game? I don't really want to know the answer to that question, to be honest.
Welcome to your new Ponca, the big defense preview. Use your dark powers from the realm that we have claimed.
Wow, I am really. Yeah, I don't wanna ever play chair fucking sim again.
Welcome to your
Oh
new
my god,
Ponca,
that
the
game
big
was so
defense
fucking
preview.
weird.
Use your dark powers from the realm that we have claimed.
I should convince Matt to play it.
Perhaps you can be the next attendant.
We'll see.
Done grand sacrifice. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Alright. Alright, you take it easy, okay? Thank you for stopping on in.
Here they come.
There we go, we got it. You know, take some time. Sleeping is is optional as of today. It is usually, but like sleep is also good. This game is still so fucking weird.
Go forth, attendant, and prepare the four-big dinner.
Ow. Move your stream real estate is overlay. That's honestly not bad. That's honestly not bad.
Go. Okay. Nice. Cool. Very cool. Awesome. Cool. Very cool.
Oh my god, this game. Alright, hold on, we almost got it. No! No! We almost had it!
Okay. Nice. Here they come.
Alright, come on. Also give me a second, I'll read more of your comments. Nice. Ready by losing border 10 hours. Blah, 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 blah. I was curious about what it would be just on the edges, so it would be a hivingly deceived or more deceiving number. I would rather not. It's nicer when it's not on the edges, though. I do agree, though. I need to start either utilizing the bottom bar or I need to get rid of it. But I like the bottom bar. I just think it looks nice. Misty chains create fake knots. When the blinded will not stop, the times and reach made premature. Serve big dinner to endure. I don't know what they're saying. It's giving hypnospace. This game is so fucking confusing. A loading message. Fungal voice.
Okay.
Can I grind? Ooh, I can grind! Let's go!
Nice.
Welcome back, Sonic Adventure 2!
Cool.
Oh, this one's fun.
Very cool.
Oh, this one's fun. Oh, this one's fun. There we go, I got it. I ran out of prop. Is that a fucking rat? Is that a fucking rat? Well, game pros. Ooh. This is a very risky environment for that to be happening. Seinfeld logo? Put Shin at the bottom bar. Whatever happened, I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
Who is Shin? Shin was the original model I used, which was an Inkling. I ended up making an entire character and story involving his disappearance, which was called Very Shin. You can watch that on the Re-Crix VOD channel. Honestly, it would have been better for a secondary channel thing, which not the VOD channel, but oh well. That's probably when I should have made the second channel. That was so fucking clean. In my opinion, aside from like that one death. The game to the bottom bar, granted you need to find some. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Don't you test me. This is very Kirby Air Ride, which I kind of like. Mad Mountain. Dude, that's a fucking penguin. I thought there would be more to that, but no, there was not.
Very cool.
Oh! Please! Only 24 lives left, damn. Wait, you can block people in chat? Why did I block them? I have no idea. It might have been an accidental sexual comment because people, again, assume that all fucking channels are 18 plus when they're fucking not. But, like, I also doubt that because you tend to be very understanding about, like, oh, I didn't know. Sorry about that. So I'm not really too sure. It might have been a sex joke, honestly. Oh, those weren't death lasers. Those were, you need to go through these lasers.
Awesome.
Holy shit! That's funny. No! No! Yeah, like I said, you're very perceptive about like that sort of thing. Which, to be honest, it might not be essentially a good thing, but you know, at the same time, I'm not gonna call it a bad thing.
Very cool.
Honestly, that death, guys, I had like a 71 combo. That death was really tragic.
Here they come. Okay.
All right. Got it. Sonic Frontiers, honestly, yeah. What's sad too is we're gonna end up playing Sonic Frontiers sometime soon too. Also, how is the frame rate for you guys? Like, is the bit rate good? Because we did up the bit rate recently for the streams. Biotics force grim exchange, gloating reapers, what in vain. All that matters is the mind decaying prisms left behind. It's perfect. Fuck yeah! That's what I like to hear! Dude, that's the fucking Burger King logo!
Okay.
We're slowly upping the quality, guys. Trust me. And there's only gonna be more quality to come. More quality improvements on the streams. I'm actively working my hardest to get this to work.
Very cool. Okay. Nice. Very cool.
All right, let's keep going, guys. Oh my god. I am vibing with this game now that we've actually gotten like a actual proper way to play it. Because the last time I tried to play it, I was stoned.
Fantastic. What?
Oh my god, this is so fun! Dude, this was such a worthwhile purchase. This was really cheap too. If you look at this is going on my recommended games list. I'm gonna be honest with you guys now. But if you can pick this game up, I definitely recommend it. It's cheap as hell on Steam. It's okay, Sprite. We're all a little autistic. It be the tism. I tell you. I tell ye, it be the Did I ever tell you about the story of how my mother had to show me the word sarcasm in the dictionary? Because I didn't understand sarcasm. And so from that point onwards, I understood sarcasm as that word in the dictionary. I have no idea where the ending actually is. Oh, I found it. Okay, hold on. Got it. Well, that's just rude. You're getting fucked with again, Sprite. You're getting messed with again. It wasn't meant to be serious. Once gone is dust, smoke and rot, purged from all remains of same thought. Last cuisine before the veil, be the one who made the meal.
Quickly, tumble into the light. There must be a final sacrifice.
A final sacrifice. Huh? One chair, blue chair, red chair, blue chair, black chair, blue chair, old chair, new chair. 0 zone. Guys, we've made it to the arcade!
Okay. Nice. Here they come. Cool.
No! I fucked that up. I keep saying joke, it's gonna stop sounding like a word.
Okay. Nice. Here they come. Cool. Very cool.
I fucked it up again. This is really hard!
Go. Okay. Nice. Here they come.
I fucked it up again. Adios. Are you heading out?
Go. Okay. Nice. Here they come.
I did it again! It's really hard to like steer when you're at like low speed. High speed, it's very easy.
Okay.
But low speed, no. You're basically just fucking yourself in the ass.
Here they come. Cool.
Like you have to really utilize the pivot mechanic that gets you more speed. Wow, it is so fucking hard. All right.
Okay. Nice. Here they come. Cool.
I don't know where the fuck I was heading. Shut up. I don't want to hear it out of you, Sam. How about that? Oh, it's gonna take me back through all the levels, essentially. I like the rotisserie you're at. What? This is so fucking hard. This is really hard.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, I guess this is just a time thing. Wait, I don't need to force myself to collect all of them. Especially when the rat rotates. It is a very nice rat. Boom, baby!
Okay.
And it makes you have to restart from the beginning anyways, so like I might as well just restart completely.
Okay. Here they come. Cool. Very cool.
Still got it. Nice. Let's get it! Fucked up. Okay, I probably shouldn't have jumped off that now that I think about it. because I don't know the layout of the level at all. So I probably should let it guide me some. Unless I absolutely know where I'm going.
Here they come. Cool. Very cool.
Why I did that? I don't know why I did that. Why'd I do that? We just gotta get in.
Okay. Nice.
All right, let's
Here
get
they
it.
come.
I didn't get enough speed from that start. That was really lackluster.
Cool.
The fucking rats.
Very cool.
Get up again. I keep messing it up because of the way that the freaking little enemies are spawning.
Okay. Here they come. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I did severely up the bitrate because I did some changes with everything and how everything was running.
Very cool.
So I'm really happy to see that the bitrate is actually keeping up. Because now I believe we're running at the max frame rate that Twitch can even remotely allow, which is freaking awesome. Yeah! No! That fucking horse spawn! That horse spawn screwed the entire run! No! You've got to be kidding me. That was some BS. That was next level BS.
Here they come. Cool.
I fucked it up. I genuinely fucked it up.
Okay. Nice. Here they
Here we go.
come. Cool.
Come on.
Very cool.
Nice. Oh, we're doing fantastic, guys! Oh my god! Nice, and I got to keep one of them. Oh my god. Please? That's not a solid object! Where was I supposed to go? I'm getting played with, guys. I'm getting played for a fool here.
Okay. Nice. Here they come.
Here they come. Rougher than the rest of them. The best of them. Tougher than something. You can call me something. Unlike something, I know something. Or rather, something.
Very cool.
Nice. We're speeding up slowly every freaking time we play this. Alright, come on. Nice. Oh my god. Come on! Minecraft Nether. No, please. You were doing so good! Alright, come on. I fucked up just by not using that spring. I have to use that spring. Alright, let's get it.
Here they come.
Also, I know it's super late, but as always with most of my streams, seizure warnings heavily fucking apply. We're slowly getting faster and faster. I fucked it. Also, I need a Sonic game like that. I would love a Sonic game like this. Are you kidding me? Like, Sega needs to hire this person by, like, miles.
Here they come.
Like, this is how you do a good sense of speed while actively, like, not making it too overtly annoying. Like, this is an addicting... Oh my god! An addicting game to play. Wow, those freaking horse spawns were awful.
Very cool.
We're not going as fast as I would like, but it's fine. Also, no, I don't think the connection got fucked. Yeah, it is. It's not too bad, but like I can still manage my.
Awesome.
All right. Not as fast as our previous attempts, but let's see if we can make up some for some lost time here. That literally was the Seinfeld logo, but it says fantastic instead. I hate that. Also, those sound effects sound like they're ripped straight from Super Mario World. Or not Mario. Wait. No, it's a different Mario game. What Mario game would that be? I can't really think about that while playing this. It would not work in my favor. That was an awesome-ass skip. No! The horse ate my jump! Yeah, you need, like, time to actually get used to the feel of everything. I'm really scared to play Frontiers, because I've heard a lot of stuff, and I just don't think that Sonic needed an open world game, but I still want to play it. I'm still debating if I want to do it as a stream thing, though. Or not. Like, I'm not sure yet. Because I know Gon bought it, and I'm still beyond fucking grateful for that, by the way. Oh, we are killing it! Oh, chat, we are killing it. Oh, look at that. Chat, we're killing the time. The only downside is that it does get some slowdown when it spawns in the enemy sometimes. That just made up for a ton of lost time. Nice! Come on! That is 100% a Mario sound or point sound effect, though. No, I died there again. That one section is what's gonna get me every time, it seems. Wait, let's give it one more go. This should be all I need. This should be all that I need. I understand everything now. I understand. I understand the logistics. I understand the speed that I need. I've got that need for speed, baby! Woo! Yeah, we're killing it, we're killing it, we're killing it, we're killing it, we're zooming, we're zooming! Alright.
Very cool.
I might be able to make that without another jump. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Alright. Nice! I missed out, so that's fine. Oh my god, fuck these horses. Oh my god. I'm getting away with a lot here that I shouldn't be. I do that? No, I was killing it! I accidentally pressed the wrong button and it used up my remaining one. My remaining battery charge. It's fine, we can do this again. I don't really mind playing these over again. Like, they're just that fun. Okay, we lost a little time there, but that's fine. These are the kinds of people that Sega needs to start fucking hiring, I'm telling you. Like, people who very clearly understand how speed works in a video game. Like, and they're not even gonna be the ones that are going to apply to, you know, work at Sega. They need to start hunting these people out. Be like, yeah, like, can we have your assistance for this project? Nice. Yes! Oh my god! I almost missed that. Be free of your sin. Smoke in the air. Fuck capitalism. Attendant consumed. Fulfill the final duty of an attendant. What? So there is a deeper meaning to this. Not gonna lie, you kind of ruined everything to continue. I love this. Do us all a favor, close the game and think about what you've done. Then come back at some point to try and S-rank every level. If you've already done it, I honestly don't know what to tell you. Oh my fucking god, that was fantastic! I loved that! There is an underlying message here, and it's very clear what it is, and it's about capitalism, but like, it's so on brand, I didn't even know about that! Oh, like, this was fucking fantastic. I'm gonna leave you guys with some music. I'm gonna go take a piss real quick, and we're gonna figure out what's going on. Alright, I'm back. I do kind of find it funny that, like, the blue screen persists on the menu. It says there's bonus levels, so I want to try this out real quick. Let's see. Hungry House. It's a fucking IHOP logo.
Okay.
Okay, I can already tell you now that this is gonna be a ton of fun.
Very cool. Awesome.
Alright, let's go! Oh, I just gotta get it. Nice. Watch this. Make the beat drop. No! I got fucked! You died. You won! Alright, let's get this going. Come on.
Very cool.
Oh, it sent me back to the beginning of the level.
Awesome.
This is from the same creator of Hotline Miami. I have no idea. I fucked up.
Okay.
Alright, we just gotta look at this. We gotta try it.
Cool.
Alright, here we go.
Very cool. Awesome.
speed's starting to become a little too much. The speed's starting to become a bit much, guys. Given it is a bonus level.
Here they come.
No! Well, it's fine. It's fine, actually. Well, that's fine, because it spawns me literally right outside the thing. That wasn't bad. God, this game is so fun. Hey, I just got an achievement for that. Destroy the Hungry Dimension. That's fucking awesome. There's a total of like 28 achievements. That one just gave me an achievement that was like 7.2% of players have unlocked it. Long story short, I highly recommend that you guys give this a try. This was a ton of fun. But I think that's where I'm gonna call it for night. So I can get something to eat before I have to start heading out, because I think I mentioned this prior, but I'm gonna head back out to the comedy club because they couldn't host the thing last night, so we're gonna host it tonight. Maybe I'll get to do my comedy sketch, maybe I won't, we'll see. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I've had an absolute blast as always, and if you liked what you saw, ! Socials as always. Bring you my link tree, just my YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, and more, so go and check that out. Of course, if you want to see me do more things and slowly improve things over time, and get to do bigger and better stuff, please support me on Patreon. I can't stress enough that it has been a massive help for those of you who have been able to. So thank you to all Patreons, especially to Tekahaurangi or Yeti, and as well as Ashbel or Matt. And yeah, like, please consider it, even if it's just $1. It does make all the difference for me. And of course, join the Discord. We do watch parties every Sunday. Tomorrow will be hosted by Ducat, so go and be there for that. She, I think, posted the poll already, so go and take a look at that. Additionally, tomorrow will be the suggestion stream. So if you have any games you want me to seed play, if you have any free ones that you found on itch.io, games like this that are weird and wacky, horror games, whatever it may be, send it my way. I'll check it out. Or I'll see a bot checking it at least. And yeah, let's get you guys on your way with a raid message, and let's go raid someone. And remember, by the way, we are about to enter the week of Free Ride. So also be here on May 1st at noon PST or at 3 o'clock EST to be sure to be a part of that entire massive event. I would literally love for you to be here. It means the world to me. And yeah, I think that's all I need to cover. I think that's the only thing I need to do. Yeah. So let's see here. Who's all live? Who's all live? I see Matt is live, but I'm not sure if I wanna. I mean, I don't know how much longer he's gonna be live for. Oh, fuck it, I'll rate him. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be a pretty long stream, so don't worry about it too much. But yeah, take it easy, Lumen. All right, love you guys. Take it easy, and as always, I will see you in the next stream. Ciao.